This is Hotshot Adventures history, you guys. This is the first time I'm going clear across the country all the way to the northeast. Check it out. Loading up, you guys. I love my direct customers. I was supposed to pick these up on Monday, and the guy was so nice. He was like, oh, I'm gonna be there Sunday if you want to pick them up Sunday, and then you can avoid the LA traffic. And I was like, seriously? I would love to. So this is the big pipe. It's going to Chicago. And then there's another one, which is an add-on that's going to the Denver area. So these are my two little pieces I'm picking up here in Southern California. And then the meat and potatoes of the load is coming out of Northern California. So we're gonna load these two up today, Sunday. And then I get to bump up my trip like a bunch of days because I basically am gonna just go with these two poles just straight up to Northern California. I'm gonna load that stuff tomorrow, and then I'm headed straight to Maine. I'm super excited. I get to bump up my trip. Like, I wasn't expecting to load in Northern California until Thursday. I'm gonna get to load Monday, so that's an extra 3 days I don't have to spend on the road. I'm very excited about that. So let me get this other pole loaded up and strap it down, and then I'll tell you guys about this trip in just a second. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Natalie. It's Hotshot Adventures. Oh my God. So I just barely plugged in the address for my pickup, right? I'm in Northern California. I'm more than halfway there, a couple more hours. I just barely plugged in the address, and I'm like, ooh, you guys, it's a little bit squiggly. It's a one-lane highway, one lane each way, and there's some couple gnarly switchbacks. So I'm waiting on my Origin shipper to give me a call back. I called him and I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm going on the right route. Give me a call back, you know. Just want to make sure. So I'm hoping it's okay, because I'm going to need to reroute myself pretty soon if that highway is not going to be okay for me. We'll see. Out of respect for my customers, both of my customers, I won't tell you who's paying what, but I will tell you that I picked up the two poles in Southern California, and I'm picking up these other three pieces here in Northern California, and I'm going straight across. 2 picks, 3 drops. I got 1 pole to drop off in Denver. I got 1 pole to drop off in Chicago, or outskirts. I think it's outskirts of Chicago, and outskirts of Denver, but just to give you an idea, right? And then the other 3 pieces go all the way to Maine. So altogether, it's just under 11,000. So it's like 10,700. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know. You know, everybody seems to have an opinion. You know, I take cheap freight, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. If you guys are following me on TikTok, oh my God. These people on TikTok are crazy. There's this, I dropped this one just a little snippet of a video from the last video that I uploaded for you guys on YouTube, and it's gotten like 1.3 million views, and everybody's got an opinion. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. I just, like, you know, it don't bother me at all anymore. When I was new, it bothered me. Now I don't give a shit. And there's so many comments that I just have not even had a minute to really look at them. I mean, 1.3 million views is a lot of views. So everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got something to say, positive, negative, neutral, whatever, you know. It's all good. It's all good. You know what, you guys, if you don't like what I'm doing, I encourage you to start your own YouTube channel. It doesn't cost no money. Start your own YouTube channel and start putting your own face in the public's eye, and start sharing as much as I share, and do all of that, and then come and talk to me, because until you do that, like, whatever you say does not mean anything to me, because this is hard. Transportation is hard. Hotshot is hard. Trucking is hard. Being a woman is hard. Being a woman on the road is hard. Being a single mother is hard. Bringing your daughter to finish her high school in the truck with you while you start this business is hard. And I have done all of that, and I have grown it, and I have succeeded, and I let the business, you know, the business was profitable enough to buy me a second home, and, you know, move me halfway across the country. And so until you do everything that I have done, I don't even want to hear it. Okay, you guys, I love you all, but don't even come at me, because it's like, whatever. I don't even, you know, I love you, but if you got some negative to say, I just can't even hear it. I just can't even hear it. I'm sorry. Not sorry. But anyways, I'm gonna go pick up these 3 pieces, you guys. Hopefully my GoPro, all the crap's in the she-beast at the house, so you're just gonna have to deal with me and whatever I can record on my phone for the rest of this trip across the country, because I left some of my GoPros. Some of it came with me, and some of it stayed in the white truck. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna go pick up these couple more pieces. I'll show you guys once we get them loaded, and I got a long drive. I'm going from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, so it's gonna be quite a long drive, and I'm sure I'll have some stuff to say to you guys. So let's go pick up these pieces. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Look at that. God, that's pretty. I just started climbing a little bit of elevation. I'm about half an hour from the shipper, but man, you climb a little elevation and the temperature changes, the amount of precipitation changes. You can see that. So about half an hour, we're gonna go see how I'm gonna Tetris this trailer to be able to fit all these loads on. I'm gonna have to do some measuring, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of extra work on this one because I had to haul the poles in order to provide this customer with the rate that he got, and for me to still make a profit after spending probably a couple grand on diesel, which is what I'm going to spend on this trip. I had to figure out how I was going to make it all work, and that's how I got it to work for this trip, was hauling these poles. And now I got to do a little bit of Tetris, but I think it's going to be just fine. I'm just going to measure a couple things and see what order I want to load these next 3 pieces in, and see what's going to work best. And we go from there. I can't find my shipper, but I found deer. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. I found deer, you guys. Can't find where I'm supposed to load. Shit. I've come to a fork in the road. I have come to a fork in the road, so I pulled over because I'm like, shit, I don't know which way to go. I gotta call this guy again. But I found deer. It's almost deer hunting season. So good. Well, this is gonna take us a minute, you guys. But there's my little Kubota. There's my Ram Charger. And there's the Harley. It'll take me a minute to get them all loaded and quite some time to strap them down, but I'm gonna fill out my paperwork and get prepared. Hi, one down, one to go. Motorcycle's next. The guys are working on it. Thank God, you guys. Thank God I got some good country boys over here helping me with this one, because the Ram Charger didn't drive. My winch is not messed up, but it wasn't cooperating. Long story short. And Harleys are heavy to push up ramps, so it's nice to have that big old piece of machinery to do it for us. So I'm so grateful for these guys. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a little bit of finagling here. Then we'll do the tractor next. I'm just outside of Reno. It's a 40-minute delay, you guys. I don't know if they're doing construction or if this is just regular morning traffic, but look at this line. Oh my God. It goes on forever all the way around the bend. One of those things. But I got everything loaded up. Last night it was kind of late. It was dark by the time we were strapping everything down and getting everything all put away and playing the Tetris that I needed to play. It's really nice. You guys, I always tell you, I meet the nicest people. I had a wonderful shipper. The shipper is a good friend of the receiver, this is his stuff, Mr. Bill. So they're probably lifelong friends. Bill was, he went above and beyond to get me loaded up. The neighbor, Daryl, came out. He missed the last day of deer season to help get all this stuff on. And it was just really nice. And then my shipper is like, well, even though I had 4 hours on my ELD and I was gonna head out at about 7:30 in the evening, and he was like, well, why don't you come up to the house? My wife made some dinner, and and then we'll take a look. I'll write down the directions for you of what's the best truck route to get out of here. And I'm like, okay, very nice. Had dinner with them, and he practically insisted that I stay the night. He warned me about the deer, and I was up in the mountains, and and I just thought, even though I wanted to go and I wanted to put in those 4 hours last night, it just wasn't the best idea. And he reminded me of that very gently and kindly, and offered that I stay at their house. The nicest couple, the best people. I mean, who could ask for more? I mean, that was just so kind and so generous of them. And I just really appreciate it. I took a shower, put my head on the pillow. It takes me about 2 seconds to fall asleep, and that's it. I woke up real early this morning and headed out. So now I'm in Reno. I don't know if this is morning traffic, you guys, or if this is just, I don't know, 2 lanes going to 1 because of construction. I just can't tell yet, but it's probably going to be a lot of this traffic between me in Reno, Nevada, the west side of Nevada, and the and Maine, the east side of the country. So I'm just gonna smile and take my time and keep checking on things. Once I get to the truck stop, you guys, I'm gonna show you this load. It's really cool. It was too dark last night to show you, so I'm gonna show it to you now in just a few minutes. All right, so I stopped to fuel and there was a lot of noise, so I'm doing this voiceover for you guys. That's the load. It's, like I said, 2 picks, 3 drops, dropping in Denver, 1 piece, another piece in the Chicago area, and then the other 3 large pieces, the machines, go to all the way to Maine. I'm very excited to do this load. I'm very happy to do this load. Thank you again to the gentleman who helped me at Origin load all this stuff, and then they stayed and they helped me strap it all down in the rain, in the dark. It was really helpful. And you guys, if you see this load on the road, say hi to me. Stay tuned for part 2 coming up.